Hello, we're back with another behind the scenes. Today I am making the swirl earrings. So we use this and the ones that have that. As you can see in the picture. So I've got all my threads ready. So I use a red thread and I use a green thread. So I've already measured everything out. Like literally everything's always measured out. I've measured out my tubing. This is the 5 or 6 millimeter tubing. I don't remember, but I always buy one particular one. So normally what I do is I nip the edges. So this one's already done. On one side I do 1 notch, and on the other side I do 2 notches. I'll show you why towards the end. And when I start, this will also cover the bit when someone asks me how I do the end caps. So you will get to see all of that as well. So here we go. I will fast forward this bit so that we can get to the end of the video. So yeah, just basically, because I've been doing this for so many years now, it's just become something I just do naturally. So I try and use like continuous thread from one end to the other. So that is literally how fast I do that. So what I'll do now, I'm just gonna fast forward this part of the video so that you can get to the end and see. Okay, so we've got to the end of that. It normally takes me about 2 minutes to do just that bit, because again, like I said, I've been doing it for so many years. So what I tend to, because I've put the 2 notches at the top there, I hold that on and I split them in 2, and that's what holds the thread while I tie it. And just leave it there, and then that's when I cut the thread. So I use these pliers for pretty much everything. They came as a set, and I believe I bought them from Hobbycraft. Can't remember if I had them as a gift or I bought them myself, one of the two. So these are the 3 main tools I use. So this one here, just the round tip, and then the normal pliers, and then the clipper pliers. Yeah, I really like it. So now the bit that to get that twist in, I tend to use 2 of my fingers to measure, and I literally, as tight as possible, scrunch them up. So once you have these together, I tend to just do the knots together because they're both knotted on each end. Make sure that they're secure in there. And I use my end cap. Don't know if you can see it properly. Let's see. There you go. That one right here. Anyway, and I have my glue ready. Should have had my glue ready anyway. I don't know why it's gone so dark now. Okay, and we pop that in there. This glue does take time to dry, so normally if once I've done it, I need to leave it for a few hours. And there's a certain way I like my ends to make, because obviously I've planned it so that it can sit properly. So I need to position the hole to the side of the tubing know if you can see that, and then I just pop that in, squeeze it in, turn it around so that the glue is nicely distributed. Okay, and then now I go on to do the thread that ties it in the middle. It's gonna be soft, sorry. So sometimes it bends a little bit unevenly, so I have to kind of straighten it out. So that's the swirl earring, and I use red. So it already has, and again I've measured everything out. So what I tend to do is do a little knot, and I pop it into there, pull it through to where I need it to be, and hold firmly. I need that on the inside. Hold it firmly there. I always insert a bit of glue on the edge so that it stays in there and never comes out. We use that. So this is what I use at times, just to make sure that it sits in there. There is another tool as well. I will show you this one. So I use this tool as well, just to make sure that the thread really sits inside, and I spread the glue along where I want it to be on the inside of the earring so that it doesn't come out. And then I go ahead and I start to, the reason why I use 2 fingers is so that I could actually, I'm able to pull it through from the other side, because if I used anything less than that, then I wouldn't be able to get the threads coming through. So it's a bit high, I think, but well, that's the whole point of handmade. It's not always like all measurable, so you know that any earring you get from me is always uniquely made. Yeah, so yeah, let me just keep going like that whole thing right there. Ooh. Yeah, it's one of those days. I love to sit by the window because I get to be one of them nosy neighbors. Through curtains, watching people pass by. But I keep myself entertained enough, I think. So there you go. And if should the thread ever tangle like that, I always release it one strand at a time, because what you don't want to do is get it all bunched up and it just does, the finish just does not look great. As you know, I am very big on a finish. I love a good quality finish. There you go, and we have a swirl earring. And just keep that going. Again, the reason I started doing this is because most people actually don't know that I make these myself. They think I import them. No, I've always maintained that whole handmade thing, because for me, when I'm doing this, it's my gift to you. I'm not looking to do mass production. It's just not my thing, because I know only a few people will appreciate this. And yeah, there we go. And then the last bit, so I tend to use a different type of glue because I want a fast dry glue for the end and a slow dry glue from the beginning, because the fast dry glue, because I need it to dry a lot quicker so that I'm not having to hold the earring like this for a long time, because that's not gonna work. So I tend to literally just do that, and I twist it on itself using my thumb to hold it down, then I tuck it in, and again I do another knot at the end. There we go. And I use that same tool again to clip it in and pop it into its space until, so that's what gets it into. Sometimes it may just, I might not have done it properly, so it gives me enough room to be able to just twist it. So again, it's all about feel, right? And I also use that to put that in. The other thing as well that I tend to do, any new products that I do, I always try them on myself. I try wear them for about a week, see that it's durable, so that it lasts. Like I've just made these earrings. I don't know if you can see them well enough. So they're thread, so it's all thread twisted on a base, and then I've stuck it into the bezel of an earring. They're called bezel earrings. So these are the rose gold ones. I don't have the studs yet, so again, it's all trial. So it's literally just that. So I don't know if you can see that. There you go. I don't know if you can see if we can do that. Nope. It won't let you see it properly. There we go. So it's just thread wound on a base. Some of the glue is coming up a little bit. It just, that is what it looks like on the edge. So I'll pop this back in. So I always try out earrings because my ears are quite sensitive. So I know that if I can wear them, then they're definitely nickel free, because sometimes you can order things and they end up not being exactly what you need them to be, and then that's why I always try out, it's called quality assurance. You always have to check out, I mean, in the UK I know there is no jewelry that, especially the findings, so these little things that we call them findings, you don't really get them without. So I am now going to do the last bit. I'm trying to keep these videos really short. So this is a jump ring. Woo! So this is what you call a jump ring. So these little rings that you see that link up the jewelry. So I only need one. And I just open it up a little bit, hook it on, and get a hook. So I tend to always position the hook this way, so that when I'm doing it, it goes in this. So I know this one's for the right ear. And then the next one that I'll be doing, I do it from, so if I'm doing for a left ear, I do it the opposite way, which is that way. But this one's for the right. So they always have, not that you'd know that. Anyway, there you go. Voila! We have ourselves a swirl earring. Yep. And then that goes into a box. Do I have, yep. Goes into one of these boxes so all my earrings come with a little bag that you can, so I've kind of redone them now. They've got the website on there, and that all goes into the box, and then you receive it in a nice little package with a ribbon around it, and all wrapped up in khaki paper. Coming your way. Thanks again. So I'll see you again next Monday. Yeah, enjoy. Let me know if you have any more questions. Ask. I'm really loving the new collection that is coming, which is I think some of you have seen it. This is the clip-on version of that big earring. So again, it's all things that I'm still trialing. But yeah, it's been lovely. See you guys next Monday. Bye.